Okay, so are you ready for a technical tour of the outside of the van? Great, okay, so come with me. So first of all, I'll point out that this is a power engine. I don't know
what does that mean?
I have no idea, but it looks good. So we've got a power sign here, and we've got a window, and above we've got the cab, which we'll show you later, but it's the Lowline version. Okay, so moving round, we've got the fuel in here, okay, and up above we've got the Swift Vision cameras, which is when you're indicating and you're changing lane on the motorway, you can see your blind spot. Very technical. So moving over to the gas locker. Oh, here it is. So as you can see, it's full of gas, and we've got refillable gas in there now. Whoops. And over this way we've got, oh, I think this is where you fill up the gas slow system that we've just had put in. I've never seen that button before in my life, but I think so. And then we've got the water and the little 12-volt pump charger. That's what that's for, isn't it?
Sorry, pump charger.
But you know what I mean? Like, you plug your pump in, I think, to that bit. So that's good. And now, what I really love about this van is the door is much, much wider. So obviously Ricky will take you in later, but it's a much wider doorway, and we have a step. And if you've seen some of our videos where we go on hikes, my knees and my ankles are a bit dodgy, so this is very good for me to access the van. Moving on down, what's this? Oh, is that the gas? Oh, that's the external barbecue point, just here. And moving along, we have got a tag axle, which is something that Ricky has been obsessed with. Men on the sides of their vans, I don't know what it is, but he really wanted a tag axle. And I have to say, it does definitely make the stability of the van a lot better. We used to really bounce about in the back, not for any good reasons, but when you're having a shower, for example, whereas you don't get that bouncing anymore when you're inside. Moving on down, we've got a garage, which we didn't really have before. We just had sort of an underbed storage, but we have an actual garage. And Ricky, being his typical OCD self, we've had to buy all new tubs and containers, and he's been out with his little sticker printing machine, so everything's labelled up. What can you say? So that's the garage. Moving round to the back, it does look quite a bit like a coach at the back, but the skylight is brilliant because it's great when you're lying in bed, and again you'll see that when we're on the inside. We've got the twin reversing camera here, which I think it could do with being just a little bit lower the view, in my personal opinion, but there we go. So yes, Kon-Tiki 650, and then what else? Oh, a tow bar. It's got a tow bar. It came with a tow bar. As I say, it was a new to us van, but not a brand new van. Don't think we'll probably ever tow anything because 9 metres is enough for me. You know, just saying.
That's what she said.
Haha. Then come around to the side, and then this is the other side of the garage. So we have all of our trusty, there's a lot of junk in there. You've really filled that with rubbish, haven't you? But there's a light in the garage, and there's power, and it's quite warm in there, so I think you could live in there. Right, moving on, so Kon-Tiki lettering, and we've got an external shower. That's a picture of a shower, so you can hose things down or yourself on the beach. Twin axle again, obviously. Toilet, we all know what that looks like. We've got an outside light up at this side too, which is nice, and another locker. Oh, that's a cleaning chemical locker. I might probably need to oil that hinge. So all the cleaning stuff, and then down here. Oh, the way you release this, there's a little catch just to release this locker. And we've got all the wet stuff in here, so this is that locker with all the metal lining, so all your water things. And that one, with a bit of a clean, love. Oh, it's nice and warm here. So that's your heater vent out, and then electric hookup, and another locker. How do I get in? Ooh. And another locker with some more stuff in it, and I think you can maybe slide stuff through. I'm not entirely sure, but it looks quite deep anyway. That's quite another deep locker. Look at this. Filthy van. I like the fact that the exhaust sticks out slightly less than on our old van, so less things for Ricky to ground himself on. Again, Swift Vision camera up here, so when you've got your indicator on, it comes up on the rear view mirror as another viewpoint. Alloy wheels all round, and I didn't show you the awning. Come with me. So we've got a huge awning and 2 awning lights over this side as well. So in the summer, party central. So yeah, that I think is just about everything I need to show you. A couple of last technical details, and just wanted to make sure everyone knew the stats that I might have skimmed over earlier. It's a 2.3 diesel engine, 6-speed gearbox with 180 horsepower and probably a lot of torque. I don't really know. But anyway, that's your outside van tour.
Right, so we're having a quick cup of tea halfway through filming the van tour. It's thirsty work, this vlogging business. We just thought we'd have a kind of a quick chat about why we changed the van, because we did love our old van, didn't we?
Yeah, it was our first van.
Yeah.
We did quite a lot of research, but impulse bought, didn't we?
Yeah, and people always say, no matter who you talk to, it's all about the layout, and the layout wasn't bad. So we had 3 requirements, didn't we, from our van? We needed a fixed bed. Well, we didn't need. We wanted a fixed bed. We wanted a full shower room, not a wet room, separate shower, and we wanted travelling seats. Yeah. So that was the requirement. And so, to be fair, the 584 ticked all those boxes. So yes, that was fine. And also, Swift does get a little bit of a bad rep, if I'm being honest, but ours was great, and so much so we bought another one, didn't we?
We did.
And it is a little bit of a luxury, if we're being honest, because there's only 2 of us, but we just wanted to make a couple of changes. So I guess the main one was the French bed. Whilst it ticked the box of being a fixed bed, it wasn't perfect. So we wanted an island bed that we can get around both sides. We wanted a little bit more separation from the different areas of the van. And again, it's not anything other than a luxury and a nice to have. We get that. We get that. But we're on kind of quite different time scales. So I regularly start work, well, I say regularly, every day, kind of any time from 3 in the morning. So I'm kind of early to bed, early to rise. You're quite the opposite, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a night owl.
So when we go away, of course, you don't change your routines, your habits. So I'm regularly getting up, which is great because I like to film the sunrise and this and that. But the other van didn't really have any separation. So if one person's up, generally everyone's up. So this van has two separate doors, which you'll see when I have the pleasure of doing the internal van tour. So we can have some proper separation. If I get up, I want to put the coffee machine on. Beth gets to have a bit more sleep. So that was another thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And just to have a little bit more of a lounge area, to be a bit more sociable.
Yeah, more sociable space, because we did find that after coronavirus was starting to recede and we were actually able to be inside with other people, the layout just didn't really work to be very sociable. It was quite cramped to be really sociable with people. So this was, massive tick for that, wasn't it? To be a bit more sociable, a bit more airy. and also the garage space as well was we were really struggling to get everything in the small garage space in the 584.
Well, it's like everybody, you just accumulate stuff, don't you? And depending on what type of trip we're going on, we needed different things. And the space under the bed being the only locker space, like Beth says, was a struggle for those big items. If we're going,
we were off-gridding more and more, weren't we?
So you want your Acro roll.
Jinx.
And they're big and bulky. You can't you could fit them under the bed, but not easily. So and I actually saw this layout in a caravan, and thought, what a great layout. Didn't realise that Swift also made a motorhome in this layout until we stumbled across the 650. So then that became the one to get, didn't it? And quite hard to find, to be fair. But we saw this available, did all the usual recce, did a deal, and lo and behold, we own the thing. So so we're going to finish our brew, and then I'm going to have the pleasure of the inside tour. Stand by your beds, everybody.
I hope you enjoy it as much as you did all the detail I gave you about the outside.
Probably very similar. Anyway, we're going to finish our brew. We'll catch you in a bit. Right, the boss says the tea break is over. So let's start off in the lounge area. This is the lounge area. Okay, we have a huge table with our tea on. Hang on. Let me just flip you over. So, absolute monster table, which is great for any kind of table activity. Including when Beth needs to work from the van. Lovely work surface. You can move it all over the place. It's a bit of a transformer, and then we can flip it over in half when we don't want to have it all out. This makes a lovely double of the bed variety. We're not going to need that. Okay, we're not about sharing the van. And we have the travel seat belts as previously discussed. Okay, lockers, we got them too. Okay, huge lockers because of the extra height we've got in the van, and it is tall. We have extra height on the lockers too, so loads of room. That's my IT cupboard, by the way. Over here, that's my coffee cupboard, isn't it? Of course it is. Coffee are us. You want coffee? We've got Costa. We've got bags. We've got pods for the machine. Right, you get the idea. Right, that's coffee, right? Food. Also, we've got this storage here. I think you're going to be impressed when I manage to get this zip undone. Surprisingly huge. There's enough room to get storage boxes, long items, as well as rucksacks and anything else you might want to hide away. Beth's got the same the other side. I've got no idea what's in there. That could be embarrassing, so we're not going to open that. So let's come on down to the kitchen. Welcome. So we've got stuff. Okay. The bit you're interested in though, Wi-Fi. We've got motorhome Wi-Fi pre-installed in there. That's really all you need to know about in that. There's nothing else to worry about in there. Extractor, hob, grill, oven. That's does what it says on the tin. Cheeky little slide out, if you will. And aerial with a TV booster and a toaster apparently as well. Okay, so good. Boiler under here, cutlery drawer, nice sliding action, trays, drainage, kettle, clips, anyone? Saucepans, all those optional extras that you might have in your motorhome. Skylights, 230 hookup for the coffee machine, that is important. That's important. Right, over this side we've got TV. You've obviously got your Swift command, as with all modern Swifts. We love that. Happy days. TV, microwave, a nice little slimline cupboard for crap. That it is. Microwave, the usual Dometic two-way fridge freezer. This one seems a bit better actually. Our last one, the door used to come off, but that one does feel quite solid. So you've got your two-way doors on that bad boy, and let's carry on through. Welcome to the bathroom. Come on in. So we talked before about one of the reasons we changed the van was for this separation. So this is the first door we have when needed to separate off the different living areas. Aircon unit, yes please. Okay, so when we do get to travel abroad, or it gets above about 2 degrees in this country, we've got the optional extra of the aircon. Toilet, sink, storage, more storage, towel rail, shower if you don't mind. Okay, curved shower in this one. Yeah, and then we've got towel radiator and mirror. Now, we then move on to our second area separation, because through here we have the bedroom. Okay, now the other area of separation, we also have doors into the bedroom. Okay, so that gives us that two partition to give completely separate areas. So this can be an ensuite to the bedroom, the bathroom can, or we can shut these doors and it becomes part of the living area. But yes please, probably the most comfortable bed we've ever laid on in a motorhome. You've got the skylight above and a huge window at the back for looking at the stars at night, but really comfy. And when you're laying in bed, you've got the TV on the wall in front. Anyway, whilst we're in here, either side of the bed we've got storage. I've got shelves in mine, lights inside. Over Beth's side, she's got hanging space. Okay, power either side, lights and speakers linked to the main stereo. Bed flips up, storage underneath. I'm not going to bother doing that. We all know what storage under the bed is. I think we've nailed it. Obviously we've got the door this side, the same as what Dora's got her side. So actually, if you stay there, that I'm here, and I'm over here now, and I'm here. So when you shut it off, completely separate. So yeah, and that is our Swift Kon-Tiki 650. If you've got any questions, there are questions, drop them in the comments, and other than that, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.